Up on the old streameroni. Now, oh my god, we've got roughly 30 minutes before the draft. So I want to, kind of like I did with Tony, I wanted to do kind of a, the rest of the league, getting to know you with some, I got some stupid questions and stuff, but I thought one, getting to know you fantasy wise for you would be, and I know the answer's already got to be yes. Do you want to tell the Nomar story for everybody?
Oh, no, I don't know. I don't.
You don't want to tell the Nomar story?
I don't know. I mean, do they even know who Nomar is? Nobody even knows who Nomar is. That's
you're probably right. Nobody knows who that is. All right, let me go into the draft room.
Yeah, go into the draft room.
Ooh, all right. I got fourth.
Oh, I forgot that's who you are. Yeah, I did know who you were.
Yeah,
I'm
going fourth. You are going fifth. Okay, so I'll have plenty of opportunity to snipe you.
Yeah, that's right.
Guys that I know that you definitely like. Now, have you taken a look at the roster setup of this thing? I mean, it's pretty standard Roto, but this will be the first 2-catcher league you've done this year. First one, I mean, I'm doing one now, the slow draft now. I haven't taken a catcher yet, but corner and middle infield, 5 outfielder, 2 utility spots, and 2 catcher. So a pretty big roster.
Yeah, and you use all these guys.
This being kind of a weird best ball in that there is no bench. You don't draft a bench. You just draft the starting 24, and what happens.
Right.
Different than the points. The points best ball on RT, you do draft a 10 spot bench. So you can draft backups, pretty much everywhere if you want.
So that's a best ball where it's draft and hold, but you can insert a guy off a bench.
No, there is no bench.
There's the one you're talking about, not this one.
No, this is a best ball. There is no bench.
Yeah, there's no bench.
Yeah,
right.
It's draft and done.
Yeah.
Yeah, not draft, because draft and hold on Fantrax, the draft and hold is where it's like 50 rounds and you have a bench and there are lineups and like you can sub guys in or whatever. That's different than a best ball, which is just you draft and that's it. But most best balls, the Fantrax ones and the points ones on RT, you do draft bench spots, but the Roto you don't.
Okay.
Yeah, so you want to make every pick, every pick matters. Not that they don't anyway, but every pick definitely matters. Like a little more so when you're not drafting a bench. You get 2 utility spots. Ideally, both guys in there stay healthy the whole year. Because if not, that hurts. So health is the big thing. I don't know any of these other guys, but everybody changes their team names and shit. I'll never know who any of these guys really are. All right. Boy, who am I going to go with it for? I started the one last night. I started with DeGrom first overall.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and that one is going, I think, pretty well for me so far. Maybe I'm going to be a little thin offensively, but I started DeGrom, Nola, Castillo, And I've got Chapman and Karinchak and Barrios.
Pretty good pitching.
So pretty good pitching, yeah. Don't know if I'm going to get the opportunity for that. I don't know. Cole didn't go until 8th in that one. So, you know, you would think maybe even at 4 with the points leagues that we've seen so far, it typically goes 3 or 4 pitchers right in a row. I saw Bauer go 4th the other day in a points league. What's up? No, dog food. What do you think you want to do at 5?
Let's see. Probably one of those top 5 hitters. I don't see how I could get away from not taking one of those guys.
Well, who's your? Yeah, geez, I can't see Tatis lasting to 5, but if he does, are you a Tatis?
I would. Yeah. Any of those 5 that are listed here at the top of the RT.
Like literally the first 5.
Yeah,
Okay.
any of those 5 hitters. So I got to, well, obviously one of or more will be there.
Yeah.
And I can't see taking the top starting pitcher over any of those guys.
Do you have your power rankings handy?
I do.
All right, so let's. Do you? Well, I can just tell you what I'm looking at the ones that the Tyler and Lenny put together, like as they stand before the season starts. And you have yours, and you did those like the day before, I think, that they said those were ready.
Yeah, I had mine done. Well, I had it done before I looked at it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's we got 20 minutes to kill. Let's do a quick hit. We'll go from the bottom up.
Okay.
So who did you have? And you just full disclosure, do not have an algorithm or you weren't working with like a set formula, right?
I just kind of made up sort of a formula of my own and used it.
Okay, fair enough. Let me get the share screen to be the power rankings. So who did you have at the very bottom? We'll get the bad stuff out of the way.
And not that this means, that their team sucks or anything.
No, of course not. Yeah, this is just somebody's got to be last,
Yeah, this is the as they are now rankings, and this guy could be well suited for the future, for all I know. I can't get those teams up here as I talk about them.
Right.
With the team roster chart, let's do that. I do have Cleveland at the bottom.
Okay, so Cleveland, you had 30th, and the formula, the official ones had Cleveland at 27th. So not a huge difference. They had Cleveland in the red, I guess, if you're looking at it like from the color coding, the 3 different colors. Cleveland was in the red.
Yep.
And then who do you have 29?
29th, I have Atlanta.
29, you had Atlanta, and the official rankings had them at 26. So again, not very different. Who did you have at 28?
San Francisco.
Well, you nailed that. The official rankings, the Lenny Tyler rankings, agreed with the Giants, and the Giants are among the lowest. What is that metric, like projected point per dollar spent?
Yeah.
You don't want that number to be super low, as I understand it. And the Giants with I'm pretty sure he went heavy on some prospects in the auction, so that probably affects that quite a bit. But he's at $22.39 or 22.39 points per dollar spent.
He's got two really high priced Soto and Tatis.
Yeah, and then the rest of the team is fairly thin, and with good reason. It kind of had to be. But yeah, totally in agreement there. You and the official. What about 27?
I have the Toronto Club.
Wow.
Now this is the biggest gap of difference from.
Wow, Blue Jays Mark is not going to be happy about that. I can already tell you.
No, and I was going to recheck because obviously why there must be something that.
Something that you didn't like about his team. Yeah, you clearly were not liking. So that might end up. I don't know because we haven't talked about this yet, but that's a pretty big disparity because, as I already mentioned, the official rankings have the Indians in the 27 spot. They have the Jays in the 15 spot. So that's a pretty big difference between you and the Tyler Linney rankings. Boy, I wonder what so let's take a closer look at the Jays real quick. They have the Jays at 14th in hitting and where the hell did he go? And 8th in pitching. So I wonder what it was that you did not like about the Jays.
I might not have gave his pitching quite enough credit, and it might be a little better than I had it before.
I'm not trying to get you to change your ranking.
I'm going to have to assume that I have him, there's some sort of error in my figuring to have him that low.
Some sort of error. Okay, yeah. I don't want you to, this is what I want. We want a subjective look, through another person's eyes, a non-data driven look at some personal power rankings. That's exactly what we're going for here. So that's a good thing. I mean, it's not good for Blue Jays Mark, but maybe he'll challenge you to a pizza bet after this because he's probably going to take great offense.
Yeah, you think I'm that bad? No. There's some of what you're saying that got weighted into this for me. I don't probably rank guys like Burns and Lopez as high as some.
And he personally, Blue Jay Mark personally loves Burns. If you've seen him talking in the Discord at all, he loves Corbin Burns. But the Brewers doing the thing where they saying like no guy is going to get more than 100 innings more than he had last year or whatever the hell it is. That's got to be a little worrisome, just for like the single season aspect, which is all we're looking at now. Your rankings aren't factoring in like prospects in the future and stuff. I doubt, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. Okay, so 26. Who'd you have 26? Miami. All right. And that is pretty spot on. The Tyler Linney rankings had Miami at 23rd. You've got them at 26. Not a ton of deviation there. Not a whole lot to talk about. I feel like Tony's team is probably the most talked about team in the league. I will say he has far and away the highest point per dollar spent at 85.61 points per dollar spent because he's spent so little money. As these were put out, he like the next closest guy I think is maybe the Mets at 38.96 and Tony's got 85.61. So it's not even close. It's like the Kenyans winning the marathon, it's them and then, some other country way behind them. Who do you have at 25? Milwaukee. All right, so you're a little higher on them than the projections. They had Milwaukee at 29. And their 25 is the Angels. Who do you have at 24? Cincinnati. Now, Cincinnati was the 30 projected team in the official rankings with an abysmal 19.05 points per dollar spent. That's the darkest red color. I'm pretty colorblind, but that is the darkest red that I see in that column. Yeah, pretty relative to the rest of the league. You know, he sets the low bar, 19.05. Tony sets the high at 85.61. There's a lot of other teams that are closer to that 19.05 that are closer to the 85.61. So it's not like that's terrible, but it is still like 3 points below the next closest guy. So
yeah, I'm not sure why I have. So looking at it right now, I think I should have Cincinnati where Toronto is. They should flip flop probably.
Yeah, at least. I mean, that would move Toronto up a couple spots, but
yeah, that could fix my chart easily by just doing that. I think.
still pretty far outside what the projections have him. I like that you.
Yeah, a little bit.
That you have this at least this one team that you go up against the projections. What about number 23?
Chicago
Cubs. Frank, the fellow Illinoisan, suffering through the bad weather that you are as well right now. We haven't gotten anything here today. Yeah, it's been maybe we've got a little bit of rain, but nothing to hang out. Who do the ranks have 23? They got the Marlins at 23. So yeah, you're not far off. They have the Cubs at 17. So you've got some deviation there. Not as bad as Toronto, but
yeah, probably second biggest.
Yeah, the projections are higher on the Cubs than you are. What about 22?
Baltimore.
That's dead on with the projections. They have Baltimore again, or also, I should say, at 22. A healthy 29.97 points per dollar spent. Man, yeah, we don't have the time to dive into the rosters on these. I kind of wish we did, but we just don't. At least not on this one. At least. How about 21?
Angels.
The Angels. So the projections are a little more down on the Angels. They had them at 25. You've got them at 21. Kind of right in the middle of the pack with the 24.55 points per dollar spent. And their pitching, they don't have terrible pitching. They're kind of, I don't know. The Angels, looking at it, they don't have a terrible team. Hitting and pitching pretty even. I guess they just need a little bit more of both.
Yeah.
Because, the top pitching teams are up like in the low 5,000, high 4,000 range. And the Angels are down in the low 3s. So, yeah, they got some – they're not as bad as some of the teams around them pitching-wise, but, yeah, they're not up there near the top. What about number 20 for you?
Tampa Bay,
the Rays. Where are the Rays? Boy, now that's a big disparity because the projections have the Rays at number 8.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're a top 10 team according to projections. They have 33.97 point per dollar spent. Better than me, better than you. Better than you at 30.30, better than me at 31.37. Are the Rays at 33.97 points per dollar spent. Their weakness is the pitching. They could use some pitching. The bats on the Rays, though, are projected to be, pretty good. Let's see.
Well, I don't understand that.
Oh, no, 13th in the hitting power rankings. But, man, when you look, let's see, they're projected for 5,600 hitting points. compared to the other guys in the top 10, 5,600 is pretty good. Better
That's a little surprising to me.
Yeah, better than the Stros, better than the White Sox, the Mariners, the Cardinals, better than me, better than the Pirates. So he seems to have the bet. But then there's some teams, down on the list. The Red Sox have massive hitting potential, 6,400 points of projected hitting. All right, let's go. Let's get a couple more in here. 19th for you. Arizona. That's not too far off of the projections. They had him 20th, and they have the Rangers 19th. So not too crazy there. D-backs coming in the low 30s, 30.60 points per dollar spent. Pretty evenly distributed. Again, a guy that's got about 1,000 more points in the bats than he does in the arms, at least from the projections. Seems like a lot of guys are living in the low 3,000s of projected pitching points. 18 for you. Who was coming in at 18?
The Mets.
The Mets. The projections have the Mets at 12. So it seems like wherever the disparities are for you, like the wider gaps, it's usually you being lower on the team than the projections are, rather than the other way around. I don't know what that says.
Coming the other way around at some point. They can't all be that way.
You think? All right. What about 17?
I have no top 10. I ranked everybody below.
Everybody's a winner. Yeah, in the top 10. They're just all winners.
Yeah. Philadelphia is my 17.
Ooh, okay. So there's one that you are higher on. A little bit higher on. You have him at 17. The projections put him at 21.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, good bats. He suffers with the arms a little bit. His pitching has got to be, he's 24th in the pitching, but let's see, where is he in the hitting? Well, he's also 22nd in the hitting. So basically the projections say you are silly for liking the Phillies. And it seems like the Phillies don't really like himself. He laments his team a little bit in the Discord. Keep the chin up, man. Season hasn't even started yet. Yeah, chin up. Nose to the grindstone, all that. What about 16?
Yankees.
That's not terribly far off. The Tyler Linney rankings have him at 11. A healthy 32.5 points per dollar spent. Now, I do want to mention Dwight, the Mets, who you have at 18 and the projections have at 12. He might be the second highest at 38.96 points per dollar spent. I think he's number 2. Yeah, he's number 2. So Tony 1, the Marlins, Dwight 2, the Mets, both in the same division. The top 2 guys in points projected, points per dollar spent. I don't know if that means anything. I don't know what that says. I think it's impressive because early on, if I was on the outside looking in, I would have been a little worried about the Mets with like the $40 Jeff McNeil and the $40 Kyle Lewis. He ends up, at least projections wise, putting himself in a pretty good spot. His hitting points are quite high. Let's check out the hitting power rankings. They got the Mets at 7th, but the pitching is where he suffers a little bit. They got him at 18th. So he's got the bats. He just doesn't – they don't think he has the arms at least. All right, let's get the 15th. We'll get through half, and then we got 4 minutes. I got to pay a little bit of attention to the draft. So 15 for you, rounding out the half.
Rangers.
The Rangers. All right. Rangers, and the projections had him at 19 with a below average 25.17 projected points per dollar spent. But he's he's one of the teams where like his hitting and pitching are super close together. He's got 38-50 projected hitting, 36-26 projected pitching. So he's got an extremely balanced team, the Rangers do. Will he have what it takes to make that push and get into the top half of the rankings, which of yours we will get into at some point. But now we've got 2 minutes and 43 seconds before the first Roto best ball of the season.
Yeah.
And we're doing it on RTsports. And I think most guys in the ABL seem to not really be familiar with RT. I like them. They have a nice, game room where you can just jump into money games that you see there. The settings are easy. There are no trades in any of the standard leagues. They do have dynasty leagues that, of course, have trades, but your standard head-to-heads, rotos, there are no trades. Obviously, this is a best ball, so there's no wire. There's no free agents. And there's no bench in the Roto best ball. And the points there are.
It's a little weird with that stuff, but I like RT.
I like RT. The rake is a little high. It's some of the higher rake in the industry, but it's also like one of the easiest to join games. You have the lobby right there. It's much like Fantrax. The lobby's right there. You join the game, you pay, you're in. It doesn't get much easier than that. And they started recently having novice only games if you were new to the site and just wanted to try it out and be sure that you're not in with a bunch of sharks. It doesn't really ensure anything because the rankings on the site are mostly just volume based. Like if you spend a lot of money, you get a higher ranking. So you can't really, take that for anything. Let's see. What's your ranking? I'm going to look at your ranking. I can't. Damn it. Oh, well. Book and Snake. Secret.
It's a Yale society, secret society in Yale.
I thought that was Skull and Bones.
I don't know where they're at.
What are they? Is Skull and Bones Harvard? Is that?
I don't know. Maybe they're both at Yale for all I know. I don't know.
All right. Most of the guys appear to be here. Actually, probably almost all of them. It's a 10-team league. Standard 5x5. So anybody in the ABL that might be listening, you're all familiar with what the standard 5x5 settings are in a Roto league. Average instead of OBP.
On the RT leagues that do have waivers, I like the way they do waivers. They do that good.
Yeah, nice and easy. Pretty straightforward. They don't assault you with ads and pictures and stuff like Yahoo kind of tends to do. There's not all these little clickable things all over the screen that some of the places have. It's just, all right, Garrett Cole. Oh, whoa. All right, I started DeGrom, Soto, Cole, and now it's me on the clock already. Man, that happened fast.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Your phone okay? You're kind of breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, I was moving it a little bit.
Okay. All right, you're good. Man, Acuna or Tatis? I have Acuna in the one. It's a points league, but I do have an Acuna share. I don't have a Tatis share. So I'll go ahead.
I think I'll take Mookie.
I'm going to take Tatis. I don't have him yet. I would like to have him, and I like to have him in a Roto. So I got the opportunity for Tatis. I took him.
Geez, so do I take Mookie or Acuna?
Boy, man, steals dry up really quick. I don't want to influence your decision too much, and Mookie does steal bases, but
I think I'm taking Acuna.
Yeah, it's hard not to go with Acuna, really.
Yeah, I'm taking him.
Have you ever had him in a league?
Not well. I would have maybe one that got wiped out last year.
Yeah, and your
Oh,
Trout League too, right? Your Trout League got wiped out last year.
right.
There it is. All right, Acuna. Interesting. I mean, we've done a lot of leagues together, and I can't remember too many where we actually pick back to back like that.
Yeah, it doesn't happen much.
So I'll get to, I'll have the chance to snipe you on the one way around, and then on the flip back, you'll have a chance to snipe me.
Yeah, get you back.
There goes Mookie. Oh no, it went Bieber, and then Mookie.
Yeah, Bieber and then Mookie. Man, that's some early pitchers.
These guys are picking fast, man. I didn't even have a chance to see Bieber go, but also my volumes, my sound doesn't work because I have the mic plugged in and I don't have any headphones. So, for whatever reason, where did it put Acuna on your roster? It put Tatis in a utility spot for me.
Outfield.
Huh. I don't know why I put him in a U spot. I guess if that's kind of weird. It doesn't really matter, I guess, but I guess it kind of does. I obviously I wanted him as my shortstop, but there goes Trout 8th. J-Ram goes 9th.
A little curious.
Steals, man. Steals. He's a 5 category guy.
Yeah.
It's a Roto best ball. He plays every day. He's a 5 category contributor. I got no problem with that. You don't typically see it. You don't see him going in the first, really. At least not yet this year. That's a first for me. I like the short clock on these too. They give you 60 seconds, no bullshit. You can make your own leagues on this, and you can make some of your own settings. There goes Trey Turner in the first also. But the standard settings is a 60-second clock, and you get them over with pretty quick. Even an auction on RT goes a little bit quicker than it will on ESPN or Yahoo or Trax. So he goes Turner Bauer, the Moneyball guy, the guy with the first wheel goes Turner Bauer. You have some kind of idea on what you want to do? Are you going to take a pitcher? What are you going with?
I will look at the pitching. I might want to get an anchor early and then maybe go a little bit later with most of the rest of the pitching.
Sure.
Yeah, I might do a pitcher.
Man, I'm looking. Yeah, I guess I don't want to tell you who my guy might be because this is the round you go ahead of me. I don't think you're not going to snake a guy from me on purpose. I like Aaron Nola. I don't know if I wanted to be my second round pick because
Aaron Nola.
Yeah, you ever heard of him?
Oh, the pitcher. Yeah, not the catcher. I was thinking of the catcher.
That's Austin. That's Austin Nola. Yeah.
Yeah, his brother's Austin.
His brother's Pedro. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'll throw a wrench in the whole thing, and I'll take Austin Nola.
You're gonna what? You're gonna take who? When?
Well,
What?
it's a 2-catcher league. I want to have 2 good catchers.
Yeah. I want to make sure I get Austin Nola, damn it.
Get your guys. It's a best ball. You got to get your guys.
Yeah.
You're on the clock, right?
Oh crap.
Oh God! You hear his laptop fall off. It just explodes.
Shut up there. Well, I am going to get that pitcher.
Okay, I see who I'm going to take, and you're not taking him from me, so I'm glad. I'm going to get Yelich in the second round. Oh yes, I like to go pitching, but man, it's hard to pass up Yelich. And I think on the way back, I can either get Nola or Castillo or Captain Jack or Darvish, and I can still get a rotation anchor.
Well, good luck. Hopefully he hasn't forgotten how to hit like he did last year.
He did not forget how to hit. He still hit 12 dongs. He stole 4 bases. Come on, it's Yelich. I mean, You jerk. All right. Yeah, I'm taking him. Yeah, you're making me because I didn't realize he only hit like 205. He was very close to the Mendoza line.
Very close.
Yuck. Okay, but I'm definitely taking a pitcher on the way back. And ideally, it would be Aaron Nola. That's my number one Q, man. I'd probably go Nola, Castillo, Darvish, Captain Jack. But man, when you think about the division that Captain Jack's in and how bad the Central is, I don't know. You almost there goes Nola. Bah.
Dominate those guys.
You almost want to bump Captain Jack up a little bit. I'll throw Scherzer up there too. I would throw Scherzer in the same group with those guys. There goes Darvish. Man, maybe I'm not going to get any of them. Cripes. There goes Castillo. Oh my God. Please no.
Man,
please.
Like nobody wants to be left out of the pitching.
Please, God, no. Do not do this to me. There he goes Eloy. Eloy goes at 3. That's the earliest I've seen him go yet.
That's surprising.
The Sun Zoo Gorillas 3 are on the clock. My light just goes out. He's got so yeah. Do I take Captain Jack or do I take Mad Max, or do I zig and take like a Mondesi and try to lock up Steals?
Yeah, I'm interested in him. How early will he have to be taken to get him? Man,
you probably have to take him with your next pick if you want to get him.
Man,
I bet you.
I might. If he's still there.
Yeah, man. Oh, man, I'm on the clock. Okay, I've been on the clock for 30 fucking seconds. Cripes. Do I take a pitcher or do I take the Steals? Shit. Oh, my God. I don't know what to do.
15 seconds.
Oh, my God. I'm going to take Captain Jack.
It's a fine pick.
No, give me Scherzer. I'm taking Scherzer.
Well, hurry up.
I did. I took him. I took Scherzer. You know what? I don't know. Something about Captain Jack. I don't know. You taking Mondesi?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Wow. Okay. That's strange for you. You hate those kind of guys. You hate guys that don't walk and generally aren't very good, hitters, but he can win you an entire category.
Yeah, man, there was a team I loved last year that I drafted that I didn't get to use, where I had him and somebody else for steals. Oh, it was Villar and some other good steals guys. I was going to just dominate and steal, and the rest of the team was good too. Didn't get to play it.
Yeah, the teams that I did get to play out last year were not very good. I did not have a great year last year. One of my worst in, not even just in recent memory, like one of my worst in memory.
Well,
yeah.
Worst ever.
I don't want to leave everybody hanging. I'll condense. The year was it 1996?
Oh, for Nomar?
Yeah, 95.
Yeah, 94, 5.
94, yeah, 95. Well, 94 was the strike year. That wasn't it. So, yeah, 95. Right. And 96 was Jeter rookie year, right? Or so maybe it was 95. Whatever year it was. The year that so he's in a work league, a work Roto league or whatever, and he drafts, with his last round pick or whatever, this guy that's not even on the Baseball Weekly, USA Today list that gets put out. It's a guy that's so obscure that he's not even on a list anywhere. And the guys in the background are going, who did he just say? What's his name? Nomar Garcia, what? And, baseball fans know the year that Nomar had in his rookie season, and propelled you to the win.
No, I don't think I won that year.
Or it was just an incredible.
Nomar was great.
Yeah, just an incredible pick that I've been hearing about for 25 years now. So
Nomar won Rookie of the Year.
Yes, he did.
And I got him with the last pick in the draft.
Yeah, so that's very good. Now, didn't you win one year off of was it like Julio Franco or something, some kind of crazy pick?
I got him the year he was hitting behind Frank Thomas. I was killing it, but then that was the strike year.
That was the strike year. Okay. Yeah, so I was 9 years old, and you were coming home and telling me about what Julio Franco was doing for your fantasy team, just to give some indication of how long we've been playing fantasy baseball. There goes Arenado, and you are on the clock.
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are. Boy, I'll be damned if you don't take him. Captain Jack is still there for me.
Man, you probably shouldn't have pointed that out to me. Because I'm taking.
Oh, yeah. If I wouldn't have pointed it out, would you not have seen it?
No, I was good. I was just switching to the pitchers right at that moment anyway.
Shit. Do I take Zach Gallen? I've got him all over the place.
I like him a lot. I
take Zach Gallen? Good strikeouts, good peripherals. I don't love a lot of the pitchers that are left already. Woodruff, okay. I don't have any shares of Woodruff. Maybe I will as time goes on, but I'd rather have him than Lynn. I'd rather have him than Burns. I like Carrasco a lot, but I think this is a little bit early for him. Maybe he gets around in another round or so. Yeah, I think I'm going to take Gallen. Boy, the 60-second clock really squeezes you. This is my first one of these I've done where I have such a short clock.
It's our first one and stuff.
Yeah, shit. My other one I'm doing is a 2-hour slow clock. All right, Gallen it is.
I had 12 hours to do on my lap. Yeah.
It's tough. All right, Gallen, and then now I really need to think about my next one coming up. Boy, all these spots to fill, man. It looks like it's still the roster still looks very thin.
Yeah, so that Julio Franco, that's when I was just starting to learn if you can't get the guy, get the guy behind, in front of the guy.
Oh, yeah, in front of the guy. Yeah. See, Bill James had nothing on you, man. That was well before Bill James came onto the scene and started doing Sabre stuff
for a long time.
Yeah, for a long time. Hey, where are you at on? I had a list of like polarizing players, and one of them I'm looking at right now, and I'm curious. Where are you on Tim Anderson? Are you buying into Tim Anderson yet?
Yeah, I suppose a little more early on. I often don't like guys that won't take a walk.
And the BABIP is so high with him. It's like, how does he do it?
Yeah,
but he's been doing it. He's
lack of plate discipline. So, going forward, I don't know, but I'm a little more with, I like him a little more than I did early on.
Yeah, me too. I'm coming around on him. I've been ignoring him for a couple years now, and he does keep doing it. So I'm coming around on him, and as a potential steals, he's not going to steal 30 or whatever, though he has done that in the minors. I think he had a 40 steal season in the minors. But he seems like he could be a batting average buoy and get you some steals. Do I want to take you got to realize there's a middle infield spot in this league too. So shortstop, second base, it kind of gets a little thinner than, you think of shortstop as pretty deep generally, but it can get a little bit thinner with the middle infield spot the guys have to fill too. There goes Luke Voigt. There goes Luke Voigt already. There goes Lou Bob, and now it's me on the clock. Yipes. Man, it's hard to look at Ozzy Albies and not want to take him.
Yeah.
Am I crazy? I feel like he's pretty good.
I don't have the screen up here.
Man, I just don't love the pitching names that I'm looking at, but I kind of like the idea of Albies. Batting average, I'll steal a few. I do have him in my other one that I just started as well. Boy, do I.
I don't think
Albies
it's too early.
Albies or Starling Marte?
I'd probably go with Albies myself.
Damn. Yeah, I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to be high on him this year. It looks like.
Yeah, I don't think that's too early.
Did you literally only say that because you wanted to take Starling Marte with the pick right after me?
I have Marte in my queue, but I don't think he's the guy I'm going to take now.
You are on the clock. Yeah, you are on the clock.
Check the pitchers here.
He's checking them out. He's checking out the pitchers. Say hi to whoever the one person is watching. If you want any shout outs to the non-existent audience.
Anybody you'd like to say hi to?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You better hustle. Yeah, you better hustle. You're down to less than 10 seconds.
There he is.
Whoa, Ozuna. Really?
Yep.
Wow. That surprises me.
Really?
Yes, it does. I didn't think you were much of an Ozuna guy, really.
No, I think I am.
Oh, you think you are? Now there goes Blake Snell.
Interesting. I hope so. I just took him.
Yeah, he better be.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. I'm loading up my. Oh, damn it! There goes Lance Lynn.
How early are you going to go after any early saves, guys?
You know, I saves are a category. I guess it depends on what you mean by early, but it is possible that I do. Yes, it's possible.
I might do it coming up here
because it's a best ball too. You can't pick up saves off the wire or anything. You know, like you would typically in a standard roto. You gotta draft them and you gotta make them count. You know, you gotta hope they're gonna count.
I wonder if anybody else is thinking likewise. I'd love for a guy to be there.
Jeez, there goes Dinelson Lamet in the 5th round of a best ball. That is
crazy.
That is risky. Yes, that is very risky.
That seems kooky to me.
That's crazy town banana pants. Yeah. Boy, I see some names I like. I do. I'm hoping some of these guys get back to me. Okay, how about for another polarizing kind of guy? Are you an Arozarena guy? Oh, he just went. He just fucking went as soon as I said that.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
No, I'm not actually. I want to see him. Yeah. I want to see more than just a big postseason from a guy before I anoint him to the Hall of Fame or anything.
So what if you could be assured that part of his line would be that he goes 2020?
Well, then I'd be sure.
Would you be in on him in the 5th round or the 5th or 6th round?
Still too early.
Relative to the other outfielders, yeah.
Yeah, still too early. I think more.
I think his auction price in the ABL, man, what was it? If I have it here, I think he was a little higher than what I wanted to spend. What's that?
There went
Hader. Yeah, Hader.
Oh, and the other saves guy. Jesus Christ.
Oh, Hendricks. Yeah, Hendricks went. It goes Hendricks, Biggio, Hader. So maybe a closer run starting, eh?
Yeah.
If you're thinking about taking one here, which is kind of sounds like you are.
Now they're gone.
There goes Strass. He was on my list. I mean, I got a lot of guys in my queue right now, but Cripes, man. Yeah, saves are really going to be speculative for a lot of people in these best ball leagues, especially.
Can't believe it. I'm taking this guy, but I am.
Oh, boy.
Is Edwin Diaz, is he going to get the saves?
I don't see any reason he wouldn't.
All right, there you go.
He's out for the year.
Yeah, oh, by the way, he's out for the year.
Yeah, TJ today.
His arm just fell off.
His arm just today fell off. Breaking news. We interrupt the impeachment news to talk about a major league pitcher whose arm fell off. Yeah. All right. I'm going to take He's sitting there staring me in the face still. I'm going to take Starling, try to lock up some steals.
Yeah.
And some average and some, whatever else he does. There goes Pete Alonso.
Whatever else he provides in the way of baseball statistics.
Yeah, I like him. I missed out on him on my other one, so I'm grabbing him. This is a funky looking team for me. I gotta say, I don't have any Yelich. I don't have any Tatis. There goes Corbin Burns. Burnsy. Now,
Corbin Burnson.
Koufax. It's actually his son. Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Dad played on L.A. Law.
L.A. Law. Oh, there goes Cookie Carrasco.
Becker.
Damn it, Cookie Carrasco. I was hoping he'd last. And there goes Chapman. There goes another saves guy. Shit. I'm going to have to take a saves guy before I really wanted to, and I've got 3 in my list. There goes Tim Anderson. Damn it.
Cookie? They call him Cookie Carrasco?
You've never heard that?
No, I've never heard that.
Yes, they call him Cookie. They've been calling him that for years.
Oh, no, just never heard it.
We've been to Cleveland.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how I didn't know that.
Yeah, there wasn't a drink at that bar like named the Cookie shot or anything. So yeah.
I don't recall.
Yeah, they call him. Yeah, his nickname is Cookie Carrasco. All right, who are the Gorillas going to take? So it's going to come down to 3 saves guys for me.
Hey, that's funny. I was also I was thinking of going 6-3.
No, I mean it's coming down to 3 out of 3, 1 for me to take right now. Out of 3 is what I'm saying. I don't know how many I'm going to have. Yeah, probably 3.
Okay. On the thing of my 9 pitchers, I was planning on maybe going 6-3.
I got you. Karinchak, Iglesias, or Brad Hand?
Well, for me, I'm going to go with Iglesias there.
Man, I kind of just want to take I kind of just want to take a bat here, but I might just take
these guys this early.
I'm going to take Sonny Gray. I'm taking Sonny Gray.
The Roto thing makes it different.
I took Sonny Gray.
Okay.
I want the innings. Saves are too volatile for me to take them right now. These kind of unsure. I mean, Iglesias isn't super unsure, but Karinchak, he can be wild as hell. Ooh, Suarez.
That was me.
Yeah, good in a Roto. You got to love his pop in a Roto.
Love it. Yeah, he hits home runs.
Yeah, he does. Gonna add some guys to the old queue here.
Oh, there goes Iglesias. That's too bad.
Doe.
He was in my queue. He was in my queue.
Yeah, but he was only in yours because he was in mine. You had never even heard of him. You didn't even know he was on. You didn't even know he was on the Angels.
No, I did too. I knew that.
He's got a Reds hat on there. You didn't even know. Don't know they call him Cookie. Come on.
Yeah, somehow I did not remember that he was being called.
Yeah, a couple years ago, like it was a big thing. Like Cookie taught, because he has a wicked changeup. He's got a crazy good changeup. And then he tried to teach it to Trevor Bauer, and then Bauer wins the Cy Young. So It's the Cookie changeup. Yeah. Did you know that there was a white Bob Gibson that pitched for the Brewers? Like there was a crappy Bob Gibson.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, he was really bad. I think he maybe pitched 1 year, but he was just terrible. Yeah, I'm a major league pitcher. Yeah, my name's Bob Gibson. There goes Glasnow, Keston Hiura.
Rob.
Yeah, Robert Gibson. Oh boy, who?
Robbie. Something.
Rob Gibson. Sounds like an obscure football tight end from the early '90s or something. Rob Gibson. Yeah. What are you looking at coming up here?
Might go back to see who's.
Whoa! There goes Mike Yastrzemski in the 8th round.
That's crazy.
Wow. That's by far the earliest I've seen. I mean, this guy just took Mikey Yaz over Judge, Springer, Charlie Blackman, Conforto, Castellanos,
Man.
Lourdes Gurriel. I mean, took him over Tommy Pham, Will Myers, Michael Brantley even. He's got faith. I mean, it's not that he hasn't been good. That surprises me to see him go that early.
I'll probably stick with bats. I'm probably going to wait a little bit on the other saves guys. I got one pretty good one.
There goes Judge. Here comes the Judge.
You can have him.
Supposedly him and Stanton started doing yoga. To stay limber and be more healthy. There goes Dylan Bundy. Yeah, Dylan Bundy in the 8th round. So you're taking
gotta be kidding.
You're taking Dylan Bundy ahead of Max Fried, ahead of Zach Plesac, ahead of Kyle Hendricks, Zach Wheeler, Barrios.
Does this guy know you want the most points?
Well, yeah, Roto, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean.
Well, maybe he's looking at Dylan Bundy's 1.04 whip, in the short season and going, oh, holy shit. But there's quite a few pitchers I would take. I mean, I like Bundy. I know you do too.
Perhaps he's new to baseball, yeah.
I know you like him as well. Oh, you're on the clock.
Oh, yeah.
You're on the clock for 20 seconds already. We're sitting here trashing another guy's pick while you're going to auto. Just autoed Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah.
I like Schwarb in a league like this. He's going to be. I mean, as a late source of power in a league like this. I'll take
with 5
Schwarb.
outfielders, there's no reason he couldn't be one of them. That's
so
right.
you took Nelly, okay?
Yeah, I did.
I'm going to keep going with pitching. I'm going to keep hitting the pitching hard. I think. I'm going to go with Barrios.
Yeah, that's nice.
He's not here.
Yeah, he is not hyped about that pick, clearly. Yeah, that's nice.
I think it's a nice one.
Yeah.
It was him or George Springer, and if George Springer lasts to me coming around, I think I'm going to take him.
There were other bats I would have taken instead. I had a Barrios right there right now, but he's a fine pick.
Really? Other bats, huh? There goes Brandon Lau.
Yeah. Huh?
Brandon Lau goes. Lowe. Nate Lowe, Brandon Lau. There's Will Smith.
Yeah, there's too many guys with that last name.
Yeah, there is.
Spelled the same and pronounced different.
Yeah. Are you sad about not getting Will Smith? In a two-catcher league, maybe that bumps up catchers a little bit, but I wasn't going to take one this early.
I would have.
I know you would have. You love Will Smith.
I do.
Everybody hates Charlie Blackman, man, but they're writing him off.
Oh, he's in my queue.
They are writing off Charlie Blackman. Yeah, he's not going to steal. There goes Ketel Marte. He's not going to steal bases anymore, but he's probably still going to hit 300. He's going to score runs. He's still playing in Coors. I like Charlie Blackman.
Hey, what about the catcher Christian Vasquez? I haven't had him. I haven't paid much attention to him.
He's a top 10 catcher. I mean,
Real?
yeah, he's a top 10 catcher. I'm not taking him anywhere. There goes Javi Baez. I'm not taking him anywhere near probably what will be required to get him in this league.
In this league?
There goes Teoscar. And I am on deck. What am I doing here? Man, I still feel like my pitching is awful thin. But the bats...
That's because it is.
They're not really drying up, but... Boy, it might be time to grab those saves. Might be time to grab Karinchak. He can help with the ratios, too, as long as he doesn't fall completely off the rails.
There's still that run didn't really keep up. There's still some save guys.
There's a couple. Kenley's out there. Presley, Colome. There goes Max Fried. But after that, man, it starts getting worrisome. You don't know if Rafael Montero is going to keep any kind of job in Seattle or anything. I'm taking Karinchak. I kind of, man, I hate to feel like this is a wasted pick, but got to secure some saves if you're going to win one of these leagues. I'll take him. You're on the clock.
Yeah. Charlie B or Michael C?
Who was the first one? Oh, Charlie B?
Charlie Blackmon or Michael Conforto?
Well, I guess I would say Conforto's got, more upside.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that Met lineup is pretty damn good.
Yeah, he's the guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely in my queue as well. I need to get rid of the guys that have been taken here. Yeah, he was high up on my outfield want list. Now what am I looking at? I've got 4 bats. But I have my saves guy at least. Springer's still out there. He's probably not going to be around when it gets back to me. What about Jordan Alvarez? Where are you at on him? Yeah, me too.
I'm not too big on him.
He just is, in a best ball, taking a guy that's that much of an injury risk.
Too much risk.
Oh, so look, right after you took Conforto, it goes Blackmon, Springer.
I'll be damned.
Yeah. So we were on that. What do I do? I'm not interested in Rizzo. What's some other polarizing kind of guys? Are you a Vlad guy? You think you're going to see yourself with any Vlad shares this year?
I think I am. I probably won't. I'm not as high on him as most others seem to be.
So you're high enough to like him, but you don't think you're high enough to take him where you're going to have to take him to get him.
That's right.
Yeah. And that's how I felt about him the previous couple years. That's how I definitely felt about him. I'm hoping I can land him in some.
I thought it was too much helium.
Yeah, I agree. I'm hoping I can get him somewhere, but I don't. It doesn't often find his way into my plans, unfortunately. What about Matt Olson? What do you think about Matt Olson?
I like him. I like his homers.
Yeah.
I like him in a roto. He's in my queue.
I like his homers, yeah. What about Austin Meadows? Are you down? Everybody hates Austin Meadows.
No, I still like Meadows.
You still like him?
Yeah.
Because he had a pretty bad year. He had a pretty bad short year, but if you're going to discount it for most guys, you got to discount it for him too. Because he was really good in 19.
Yeah.
33 and 12 in 19 is pretty damn good. You'd take that out of anybody, You're on deck.
Yeah.
10th round out of 24. I haven't looked at your roster yet. I've been trying to kind of keep up on it, but I'm having enough trouble with the 60-second clock. It's kind of kicking my ass a little bit.
Man, I think I'm going to take Muncy here and put him at second base.
Well, you don't get to choose where you put him. You just have to draft accordingly. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't get to select. Like I said, it put Tatis at the U spot for me. You just kind of have to be sure to draft another second baseman later, and then however you want it, and then that'll shift him to where you want him to be. That part kind of sucks.
Yeah. I'm still taking him now, I guess.
That's something that sucks about RTsports. I don't want to shower constant praise on RTsports. That does suck. That you.
Yeah, put him at first base.
They put him at first. So yeah, when you take another first baseman, it'll slip him to second. And then if you were to take a second baseman, it'd slip him to third or whatever. That's kind of dumb. But I don't know. They're soft. It's almost like how we use couch managers, it's rudimentary. It works, but there's better ways out there. Boy, JD Martinez is sitting there staring me in the face.
Yeah, he's in my queue.
Boy, I kind of like Goldie, though. I kind of am bouncing. I would like a bounce back out of Goldie.
Also in my queue.
Yeah.
I was going to have to pick between him and Olsen, maybe.
I think I'd like to go with Goldie. First base gets really thin.
Give him a slight nod.
First base gets real thin, and he's a 280, 300 bat, I still think. His days of, I don't know, what's Goldschmidt's like, what was his high average year, do you think?
320 something.
Yeah, I don't think, he's probably not like that guy anymore, but he's a career 293. He has hit 321 in 2015. And then he had 2 straight years of 297 and then 290. And then the 2019, the weird 260.
Yeah.
But still the 34 homers, 97 ribs. He's not stealing double-digit bases anymore. God, 2016, he led the league in 110 walks, and he stole 32 and was only caught 5 times. What a year he had.
That was a great year.
Man, 33 doubles, 3 triples. He OBP'd 411. Man, yeah, what a nice year. So, yeah, I'm hoping he's going to be Paul Goldschmidt,
Walker is still out there in case he gets sniped.
Walker.
Well, not Goldschmidt. You already got him, yeah.
Yeah.
But for me.
Walker. What Walker?
Christian Walker.
First. Yeah, okay, yeah. I should have known. Pat Corbin goes to lead off the 11th round. I am out on him. I won't even sniff the corpse of Patrick Corbin. I want nothing to do with him.
Hey, is Colomé, is he going to get the saves?
I think he's probably the saves guy. Yeah, I think he probably is. Let's check what Roster Resource has to say real quick. Can you let me know if I slip onto the clock? I'm looking. There goes KB.
Sure. Yeah.
It's KB. I have the suit.
Oh, you are on the clock.
Oh, damn it. All right. I'm looking at an outfielder. And I'm looking at Castellanos, Gurriel, or Jeff McNeil, because I love the batting average out of Jeff McNeil. And you know me, in a Roto league, I love batting average. I like having the high batting average because it's hard to make up for that.
Yes, that's true.
It feels silly to take Jeff McNeil in the outfield, but I've got Albies at second base, and I really like him. I mean, I think he's very good at baseball, so
yeah, he's solid.
Yeah, I'm going to take the batting average here. I'm going to take the average. I'm going to take the 300 average of Jeff McNeil. I'm high on batting average. Okay, so I'm looking at Roster Resource, the Twins, because you wanted to know about Colomé. Nope. Damn it, Fangraphs. Okay.
Take it loose.
They do have him as the closer. They have him and Taylor Rogers both as the closer, but come on, it's going to be Colomé. All right, so what did you do? Oh, you took Moose. Okay, I heard you say that, but it didn't register.
Yeah, took Moose.
Moose, and you're putting him where?
Now he's at first, and now Muncy is at second.
Did you want Moose at first?
I'll probably take somebody else at first.
And that would probably kick Moose to second and Muncy at third.
Well, I've got Suarez at third.
Ooh, okay. So that would kick one of them.
Kick Moose to MI.
Yeah, or something like that, or you or something.
Muncy to CI or whatever.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, you got to figure it out.
Yep. Yeah, earlier I kind of forgot about that MI and CI thing.
Nick Solak. Man, I love in the ABL on tracks, I love Nick Solak. He's got the 4 position eligibility? He's like second, third, left, and center or something. Right. Like he's all over the place.
Yep.
All right, who's he talking about? This guy said, Rick, mad respect for going out and getting your guys. There goes Alvarez. There goes Jordan Alvarez at pick 11-8. That's pretty late for him. There's Rizzo, Mr. Reliable. When's the last time you took a pitcher?
Since Captain Jack.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
This is part of the plan. This is part of the plan.
You sound like a person that's trying to convince himself of that.
No, not at all.
No, me? No.
I'm not worried. Me? Worried? Not at all.
All right. I believe you. I believe in you. I do.
Yeah.
Oh my God, am I on the clock? Oh no, Moneyball. Okay. Boy, what am I gonna do? I could.
It is getting low. Pitchers are getting low.
Pitchers are getting very low. Shortstop is getting pretty low. Third base, there's a couple real nice. I mean, there's a few real nice names out there at third base, including a guy that I've told you before. I still think has an MVP season coming somewhere in the future. Look at, there goes Greinke to end the 11th, and now the same guy will start the 12th with. Oh, just so we get breaking news. Justin Turner is signing back with the Dodgers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so guys in the Discord are saying, rip to Edwin Rios' fantasy value because he was going to be the third baseman. There goes Pablo Lopez. There goes Castellanos. So Moneyball did the pitcher wheel. Greinke, Pablo Lopez. And then Castellanos. And now this other guy. Castellanos was in my queue. I might have to go Gurriel. I don't know. I don't want to fill up outfield too quick. I got a lot of infield to fill up. Might have to take Dansby just to be sure to get a halfway decent shortstop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You Dansby or Simeon for you?
Oh, man. I'd probably like Simeon.
Ooh. Simeon or VR?
Simeon.
Oh, you're on the clock.
Ah, crap.
Sorry. Simeon's out there.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Oh my God, I gotta pee so bad. There's no way I'm gonna make it to the end of this draft. So
I'm taking Matt Olson here.
ooh. Now when I tell you I'm gonna make my pick and then I'm gonna have to pee, so it's gonna be on you to keep the stream alive. You gotta talk about some interesting stuff since I'm not gonna be here to take the pressure off you. Okay. I'm gonna make my pick here. Man, Dansby, really? I mean, I could wait and nab David Fletcher. He plays shortstop.
Yeah, he's a little light in the bat area, but
he's a batting average guy, but not much else. Yeah, I kind of like Dansby. You know what?
He's improving. He's not bad. I like him.
I'm gonna take Dansby. That Braves lineup is studly. I want to have a good. Because I'm probably if I wait that long and have that bad of a shortstop, I'm gonna have probably a really bad middle infielder to go with him. So, okay, you keep talking. I got to pee so bad. I'm drinking a beer and it just goes right through me.
All right.
So give a rundown of your team so far.
All right, giving a rundown. Well, I'm going to look at the catchers. I haven't taken a catcher yet. I've got a couple in my queue. The aforementioned Austin Nola seems like a pretty good pick. There goes Dwight Smith. So far, I'm kind of happy with the power. I got some steals with Acuna and Mondesi. I've only got a couple pitchers. I should probably look at some more pitchers. A lot of the good ones are gone. Back to the catchers. What about this Dalton Varsho guy? Not sure if this is the league to be taking him, but I do like him, I think. Here's Wilson Contreras. Wilson, I'm sorry. I'm not going to draft you this year.
All right, I'm back. Good job.
Reason.
Good job. Oh, Stanton. All right, Stanton's gone. That was your audition for the guest host spot in the future when I'm on the IL or something. Good job.
I can point to this when I'm making my case.
Oh. And not too much action. Dom Smith, who, probably is not as good as the short season Yeah, there's Matt Chapman. Nice late third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Yeah, he always seems to go pretty late, and he's a good player, Matt Chapman.
Man, I don't want to take my third baseman already, but I feel like if I don't, he's probably going to be gone. It's Yoan Moncada.
Man, how is he still out there?
Yeah, right. And it's like another one of those things where I didn't necessarily want to take Dansby yet, but I made the case of like, oh, the Braves lineup is so good. Well, the White Sox lineup is so good, and Moncada is the guy who I think it could maybe be an MVP someday still. So why don't I?
He's still out there, really.
Yeah, why don't I bet on myself here? He had no steals in the short season. Not that you're going to rely on him for a bunch of steals, but more than zero, I think. Has he ever had zero before? No, he's never had zero before. He's had 3, 12, and 10, and then 0, and he didn't attempt any last year. So it's probably kind of just a weird year. And I'm taking him. He's too good. I'm taking him. That lineup's too good. He's too good. I'm taking him. I don't know how much I like my team here. I don't know. It feels a little weird. But this is also the first draft of this roster construction that we've done yet. So I think that's kind of what's throwing me off.
I got to go ahead and get at least one catcher here.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm going to take him down.
It's just like you taking a kicker in the in the 8th round or whatever. Jake Cronenworth. There he is. And I wonder what position it put him in.
He's got a lot of positions, that Cronenworth guy.
Yasmani Grandal, you took the catcher. Hey, we back to back took guys whose first name starts with a Y, and we didn't plan it that way.
How many times does that happen?
How do you like that, right? Mark it down, boys. Mark it down on your calendar. I think it's Dodger Joe maybe watching live. Mark it down, Dodger Joe. He's a stats guy. He like an extreme stats guy. Moncada did lead the league in strikeouts in 2018. No, really, he's got like a doctorate or something in some kind of statistical math or something. He's like super smart.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Makes me feel dumb.
Yeah, I feel dumber already.
Yeah, I definitely felt dumber learning that. I already didn't go to college, but Jesus Christ. Somebody took Rosenthal. When did that happen? Oh, it happened right before my Moncada pick. That's why I only would have noticed if it was Moncada that went. Yeah, he was on my potential saves list. Geez, I need to add some more of those guys. It was supposed to be Drew Pomeranz in San Francisco in San Diego, but now they signed Mark Melancon.
Who did?
The Padres.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that kills Pomeranz a little bit, even though he's been so good, like over the last year and a half or whatever. Like he's been amazing, but it's probably going to be Melancon. For left-handed closers that aren't Billy Wagner aren't usually a thing.
Right.
Billy Wagner, Hall of Fame,
Chapman.
Hall of Fame, yay or nay?
For who?
Billy Wagner.
Oh boy, man, I'd have to look at the numbers. Geez, I don't know.
Well, I mean, he was you were around for his entire era. You remember how dominant he was. Oh, you're on the clock.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're on the clock.
Oh, just for off the top of the head, I'd probably start off thinking yay.
I think he is. I think his 7-year peak or whatever they use a lot for Hall of Fame stuff. He was so good and so unhittable.
Man, I hope this guy is the guy getting the saves. That's what I'm taking.
I hope it's not. Oh, it's Colombo. Damn it. Okay, he was on my list. What about Craig Kimbrell? I mean, he had in 15 1/3, he still struck out 28 guys. Maybe just the whip and the ERA were a little inflated.
Oh,
but
man, for me, I'm not taking the chance. I'm just not going to. Year before, it just didn't look good.
And he wasn't good. This 2 years in a row where he's been getting hit a lot.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. But I'm not taking the chance on it.
You know what? I'm gonna go crazy. I think I might. I've been making fun of people taking catchers, but I'm gonna take the catcher that could easily lead the majors in homers. And there's no way he's gonna hit $1.47 again, right? He's not gonna hit $1.47. He can't.
Who is it?
Gary Sanchez.
Oh, Gary Sanchez.
Yeah.
Well,
He can't hit under 200 again. You know, there's no way.
well, you might be saying that because there's no way they'll keep him in the lineup if he's going to hit it.
Look, it's a two catcher league. I like getting maybe one that could easily lead the majors in homer. That would be like the Vegas favorite to lead the majors in homers, right? Like, it's got to be him.
But they have another catcher there that hits a little bit, don't they?
Probably not. No.
Isagawa or something?
Yeah, they do. But come on, guys will get hurt. There's the DH. Gary Sanchez is going to get every day at bat. He's going to hit a ton of home runs and hit well above 200.
It's a nice gamble, but in this kind of league, it is a little bit of a gamble.
Oh, interesting. Very interesting. You know what I just learned?
What?
Dodger Joe is in this league. He's drafting with us.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, hey. Yeah, I thought I recognized that name, Joe Nolan, right?
Oh, I don't know his last name, but he's the Koufax. What are they? Constantine? Whatever the hell that team name is. Constraints. Yeah, the Koufax Constraints. That's him. That's Dodger Joe.
Hey, tell me if I'm on the clock. I'm out on the porch.
No, I'm on the clock actually, so you'll be on the clock soon. I can drag it out for a little bit.
Yeah, drag it up.
Oh man, the saves guys are really. And I'm only sorting by, like last year's saves when I look at this. So, I'm sure there's saves guys that are out there that aren't hitting me, but I would like some more, being that it's a best ball, I would like the more sure saves guys. I might have to take Kimbrel. Yeah, I might take Richard, but Richard Rodriguez, how many saves is Richard Rodriguez going to get on Pittsburgh?
5.
Yeah, exactly. 5. Yeah. Maybe I'll take Melanson.
Hey, this is cool that Dodger Joe is in our league. That's cool.
Yeah, I wish you would have said it. Oh my God, I'm going to time out. I'm going to take Will Myers. Cripes, because I was going to time out.
No. Is it me now?
Yeah, it's you now. Yeah, that man, what a choke pick. Will Myers was at the top of my queue, and I got wrapped up in thinking how many saves is Richard Rodriguez actually going to
work out. Hey, I know we're discounting last year, but he had a really good year.
Yeah, he did. I mean, I don't hate the pick. I didn't want to take an outfielder again already because I got some later round outfielders in mind. But I didn't like the idea of taking Kimbrel right there. And you got 20 seconds.
I'm taking Trey Mancini.
Oh, he was going to be one of my late outfield options.
Got him.
Yeah, sneaky Dodger Joe, man. Sneaky Dodger Joe. Getting in here, learning our strategies during the draft and not telling us that he's in the draft. That is very sneaky, but I like it. It's kind of like
it's diabolical.
Yeah, it's diabolical in a good way. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool. Yeah. Damn it, Dodger Joe. Yeah, got to look out for him. And he's in the NL West with us. So now we know. Yeah, he's
qualified. Yeah, we know he's a dangerous opponent.
He is a dangerous opponent. Yeah, I guess he could have went the whole draft without telling us. He did. At least he mentioned it. When he thought he had extracted all of the value he could, he finally mentioned it. Yeah. Oh, what am I going to do? I got 4 P spots left, and I would like at least 2 of them to go to saves guys, and I don't know who those guys are. Shit. There goes Klubat. Who do I
He
want?
could be comeback player of the year.
I know you're big on James McCann. I mean, I would like a catcher that could buoy the average a little bit because Gary Sanchez is going to be so terrible.
There's your guy. That's him. That's the guy.
It's Jimmy McCann, huh?
Yeah.
I really don't. Yeah, see, that's the kind of thing I would maybe in the future, maybe after the draft or something, we spend a little time on it. But I feel like maybe taking in a 2-catcher league, taking one catcher that early, kind of almost. I don't know. It doesn't, because if you take Will Smith that early, you don't have to take a second catcher. But if you're going to take a Gary Sanchez, I'd like to have a catcher that offsets his shitty average. I know it doesn't necessarily work that way, but
Right.
I don't want to have 2 average drains at catcher, and then the double catcher spot is just one big black hole of fucking batting average, because they suck everywhere else too. Mostly, I hate catchers.
Hate them.
I miss the good old days of Pudge and Piazza, and a little bit later Joe Mauer and those guys. Give me Todd Hundley. Give me those guys.
Well, a lot more teams seem to use a combo now too.
Yeah. You are on deck. Yeah, you are on the clock now. Yeah. And he went Will Smith, the reliever. I guess he's hoping that he's a saves guy. He's got to be, right? That's got to be his hope, at least.
Man, he's not. I don't think he is.
I don't think he's going to be. Yeah, I don't think
Good luck with that.
That's rough. Yeah, that's rough.
There's a guy to take right now. There he is.
Yeah.
More power.
Christian Walker. And he steals a little bit of bases.
Yeah. Love him. Love that pick there.
Yeah, yeah. I am now on clock. I love
my team. I love it.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and go. I think the rest of my staff, the ERA can handle if he's really bad. But who's going to challenge Kimbrel for saves in Chicago?
Rowan Wick?
No, come on. He's worse than Kimbrel. I'm taking him. I took Kimbrel.
That's my point. That's my point.
Yeah, right.
Nobody's really going to challenge him.
Yeah, nobody's going to challenge him. So if he's bad, if he has a 1-4 whip again, he'll still strike a bunch of guys out, and he'll get some saves. Yeah, good learning experience. Yeah, I don't love my team. Dodger Joe said he's a little new to Roto as well.
Yeah.
I don't want to say this is a tough one to jump in on, for being a Roto beginner, but a best ball with no bench at all is a little weird, to where you really got to nail, because you got to throw out a lot of your really late sleepers in a best ball with no bench.
I'm trying not to gamble on not doing a whole lot of gambling.
Unless you're really confident. Unless you're really confident on this guy. If you're making him one of your guys, go out and get him in a league like this and prove to everybody, hey, I was on this guy, because you're taking him for a guaranteed roster spot, starting roster spot in this kind of league. Whereas in the points best ball on RTsports, you do draft a 10-spot bench. I believe it's a 16-man starting roster, 10-man bench. So, you pick one catcher, the catcher gets hurt. If you have a bench catcher, then you don't lose out on the week-to-week point. Oh, there goes Jimmy McCann. I'm on the clock. So my second catcher really is dead because Sean Murphy is gone as well. You know what? Might take Pedro Severino. What do you think about that?
I like him.
Take another AL East catcher. I'm doing it. I shit all over catchers, but you know what? In a best ball, and I took Sanchez early, so it kind of forces me to not have a complete scrub, to not drop all the way down to Yan Gomes or Kurt Suzuki. or somebody like that.
I am on the clock.
Yes, you are.
And here's this guy.
Chris Suzuki?
Nope.
Oh. George Soler.
This guy hit 40-some dongs 2 years ago.
That was Richard Rodriguez. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Boy, looking at my team, I might be light on power. I might be pretty light on power.
I'm heavy on power.
Well, what are you light on? You got to be light on something.
No, maybe.
Nope, nothing.
With some of these guys, well, no, not maybe average. A little bit light in the average.
Yeah. Where can I find some power? Where can I find some power?
Donaldson is out there.
Yes, he is, and we do have corner infield. He is nice. Garrett Hampson, man, if Garrett Hampson plays every day, but it's such a huge if with the Rockies, you know. He doesn't hit the ball particularly hard, but you don't have to in Coors.
He could be a post-hype special.
Yeah, there goes Kyle Lewis. I was liking him. Maybe for my last outfield spot. I've got a couple ideas for that last spot. It was Dalton Varsho. Boy, you know, I really don't like him at all, and he never stays healthy, but it's kind of crazy that Carlos Correa is still out there.
Yeah.
I really don't like him, but man, for a middle infield spot, you could do worse.
I don't like him.
Oh man, yeah, I didn't need Dansby. I'm such an idiot. I didn't need Dansby. I had Tatis as a shortstop. It put him in the U spot and it fucked me all up. It made me think I didn't have a shortstop.
Oh yeah, right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, it made me think I didn't have a fucking shortstop. Oh well. Where are you at on VR? Are you back in on him as a late round steals guy? Or
yeah, it's been back and forth. So yeah, he burned me before, and I got back on him. Now I'm back off again.
Back off again. All right.
Yeah.
Back off again. He's
out for good this time, I think.
Done for good with him.
Yeah.
Dead to me. DTM territory.
Does he have a regular job in New York there?
Well, I think he will, right? I mean,
I don't know. That's what I'm kind of wondering. But like I say, I'm going to stay away.
Yeah, I think he will. I think he'll have a job. Boy, now I'm kind of in the. Do I take like in lieu of guys that I know for sure are going to have saves because those are so few and far between? Do you take the handcuff, to the save guy and hope that they end up, maybe ending up with low double-digit saves or something?
I'm not doing that in this league. I'm not going to do that in this league.
In this league?
Other league, yes. This one, no.
And that's because this is a best ball where there's no bench? Or,
yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, the best ball with no bench, no that kind of thing.
Sure.
No change in it, yeah. It doesn't seem like the right thing for this league.
Well, I just maybe you're a little more on the closers than I am. I just don't see too many other guys that I'm really confident.
Well, no, there's not many left out there now. I've got two. I might get one more if I think there is one. I have one in my queue, and I'm not real sure about him. That's
you're on the clock.
The guy in Arizona, Crichton. Oh, there went Dallas Keuchel.
You are on the clock.
I am on the clock.
Oh, Melanson. You can take Melanson.
Yeah, I'll consider him. I think for this pick, though, I'm going to go ahead and get my last outfielder.
Ooh.
And it's this guy.
Ooh. I like Max Kepler. I am going to take what might be my last outfielder, or if I take another one, somebody will go in a U spot. But I was talking about being low on power. Well, that's not going to be a problem anymore. Welcome to the team, Joey Gallo.
Joey Gallo.
Joey Gallo.
Joey Gallo.
Yeah, welcome aboard, Joey Gallo. Yeah. Bring it on. I got the average guys, and then I got the Gary Sanchez, Joey Gallo connection. Good for a guaranteed 100 homers and 400 strikeouts.
Gallo hit 141 last year. 141.
And Sanchez hit 157 or 147 or whatever the hell it was. That means they're due.
They hit 220 between the two of them.
That means they're due. Oh, between the two of them, they hit under 200, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right, now this is interesting. Now that I know it's Dodger Joe coming up on the wheel. That's very interesting. I hope I didn't talk too much shit about him earlier.
Here he comes.
Like, oh, this asshole, look at this horrible turn this guy had. No, I like most of it. Yeah, he's the guy that took Greinke and Lopez and Ketel Marte. Took Ketel Marte from me. And took Cookie Carrasco. So, yeah, I like quite a few of Joe's picks here.
What about Dustin May? You like Dustin May?
I don't like how he doesn't seem to strike very many guys out.
No.
As good as the stuff looks and as hard as he throws, he just doesn't strike anybody out really, and it weirds me out a little bit. Plus, it's the Dodgers. You don't know how many innings anybody's going to get on the Dodgers.
Yeah.
They play weird DL games, and they're just a little weird. If you could get all of the Dodger pitchers, I'd be all for it. But having just, any of them other than Buehler, it's tough, Ooh, Rhys Hoskins this late. I love that pick. He could have been a power source for me.
Nice pick.
Yeah, as like a corner infield. He could have been a nice corner infield. I do have a plan for my CI spot. I hope it's still around. I don't know when to take him. But I do have a plan. What are you doing?
Is it me? Am I on the clock?
No, I was asking Jade. She's doing something weird. I don't know what the hell she's doing. Rolling around on the floor. Yeah. Oh, the dog took one of her shoes under the bed. Hey, you gonna take Benintendi?
Probably. No, I'm not.
Gonna roll the dice on him?
I'm down to just almost all pitchers now. A catcher and all pitchers.
You got both the U spots filled too?
Yep.
Oh. I got 3 pitchers left.
I'm going to take Yachty for my other catcher.
Oh, I'm on the clock. Shit. Okay. I'm on the clock. Gonna go ahead and grab who I hope ends up being a safe. Nah, I don't have to take him yet. Maybe I do. Shit. Yeah, you know what? They gave him $3.5 million. They probably didn't do that to have him not try to close out some games.
Who?
Joakim Soria.
I just saw they said that doesn't necessarily mean that Crichton is not going to get the save.
Yeah. I'm taking him.
Okay.
They gave him $3.5 million. Even if he splits the
Tried to
saves,
tell you.
I'm happy. You tried to tell me. Yeah. All right. I hope he gets some. I hope he gets some. If not, that's a boner pick. It is, but
That's the 19th round. What are you going to do?
Well, there's still a lot of names out there.
I know. I wasn't going to. Yeah, I mean, I've got the other guy in my queue. I still might take him.
Crichton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy, what am I doing?
But for this league, I might just if I don't take him, I'll probably just have to go with 2 saves guys.
Right.
What about Turnbull?
Boy, there's probably a few arms that I like ahead of him.
Yeah, being on the Tigers doesn't help.
Yeah, he shows some good like metrics. Like the stuff is good.
Well,
But yeah, there's probably some arms I'd rather have.
there doesn't seem to be too many.
What do you think about Madrigal?
Man, I like him. I mean, for fantasy purposes,
Seems almost kind of one.
Yeah, seems some average.
Yeah,
maybe
seems a little singular.
Point, but I do like him.
But for a team that's going to roster Joey Gallo and Gary Sanchez, it might not be a bad idea to have a nice average buoy in there. But man, he's such probably a lack of production most other spots. He might steal a few bases.
And is it a sure thing that he has the job? Is that a sure thing?
Well, geez, I would have thought so, but maybe
I kind
not.
of think so, but I'd want to be 100% sure before I took him, probably.
Man, he never strikes out. You know, he never ever strikes out.
Yeah, you gotta love that.
Yeah, I love that, and I would really, I'd like the average, like him or Fletcher.
Man, Fletcher's more proven at this point. For this year, for this league, for me, I'd probably go with Fletcher. But I do like Madrigal. But again, probably like him more as a actual baseball player than for fantasy at this point.
Yeah, but man, he's in the way better lineup too. Madrigal's in the way better lineup than Fletcher.
That's true. He could score a lot of runs.
Yeah, he could score a lot of runs.
There went Schwaber.
Oh, there goes Benintendi.
There I'm on the clock.
Yeah, you're on the clock. I've got 2 P spots left.
It was a nice late pick by me.
Frankie Montas.
Yeah.
That is a nice pick. Now it's me. Check it out. I'm going to go with another source of big-time power and low average. And this was by design. I wanted to try to lock up some average early and then go with these crazy power guys. I'm going to do it.
Check it out, Jack.
Check it out, Jack. Yeah, he's talking a blue streak now, Jack. There he is. Miguel. Yeah, Miguel Sano, baby. Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Man, you are committed. Committed to these guys who rarely get hits, but when they are, they go a long way.
Yeah, they hit him a long way. I got Joey Gallo, Miguel Sano, Gary Sanchez, all on this team. Oh, my God, I love it. I love it. Oh. This scares the shit out of me, really. But it's like, you know what? Why not try it in a $20 best ball, you know?
Is Chris Davis still out there?
Oh, my God, yeah. I could nab K-Ris Davis, put him at the U spot.
Yeah. Seriously.
Oh, my God, I could. Oh, I might have to do that. Oh, I love it. All right, my middle infield spot. My middle infield. Yeah, Madrigal or Fletcher. That's probably going to be the real choice. Or there's that Donovan Solano. Ooh, Mark Canha. Love him. Man, I love him in an OBP league, but I think he's going to be sneaky good.
Man, I don't know. Hard to say with Solano there.
He's going to play. I think he's supposed to play.
Yeah, could probably be somewhat useful.
Yeah. Or do I throw a curveball and go with try to lock up some more steals with the middle infield spot and do something silly and go with VR? Unless you're thinking about doing that.
No.
Your guy's John Birdie anyway.
I only have pitchers left.
Oh, yeah, you only got pitchers. Okay. Okay, so if you were me, would you go average guy or steals guy? in the middle infield spot?
There's not anybody that does both. Yeah.
Well, Fletcher stole 2 bases. Madrigal.
Steals. Average is such a variable thing.
Yeah, and will one
maybe
guy help buoy him that much? He's not going to hit 600.
Right.
Maybe I take VR here. Everybody's like most hated guy.
You should punt on average at this point, looking at your team.
A 1-year deal worth $3.55 million plus incentives. You know what? He was horrible, and he still was second in steals after Mondesi in the short season.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I gotta go with the steals. I'm going with the steals.
At this point, yeah, in the 21st round, he's a fine pick for this
for the middle infield spot. Yeah, give me some steals. Boy, Sano and VR, couple of really hope they don't suck. Yeah, you were on the clock.
Crap.
Uh-oh.
I just took the guy out of my queue for some reason instead of...
You just type his name in and search for him if you have to.
Where did he go? There he is. There he is.
Better be good. Sean Manaea, you're back on him, huh?
Yeah, I'm hoping for a nice rebound from this guy.
Lorenzo Cain getting a little bit of love. Good to see Lorenzo Cain still getting drafted. All right. Carson Kelly. I've got both of my catchers. I've got a U spot and 2 P spots. So I better really decide what I think I need out of one more bat. And I would like it to not suck. Ideally, he would not suck.
Ideally.
You know who I think it might be? It might be Raimel Tapia. There's
a guy who should help with the average.
Yeah, the Colorado outfielder, and he'll steal. But boy, Justin Turner just signed with the Dodgers, and he's still out there. There's batting average right there.
Yeah, man. I don't know. This late, yeah, I wouldn't be too in on him too early myself.
No, but with like the last pick of your bats, you could do worse than a guy that's probably going to hit 300. Plus, he's in the Dodger lineup. How bad could he be? Nobody's going to take Cole Calhoun and his 16 homers.
He seems like he'd fit right in on your team.
Boy, maybe I should.
You should. If you can't get Chris Davis, get Cole Calhoun.
Oh, yeah, I probably should. Boy, I don't know. I kind of like Tapia. I kind of like the steals. The steals.
Oh, man, I see another saves guy to get. I'm going to get him.
Oh, really? Is it Mark Melancon?
No.
Is it Gallegos?
No. It's Jake Diekman.
Jake the Freak Diekman.
Diekman.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, nobody better scoop me on him. I'm taking him.
Oh, damn it. I was hoping I went before you, but I don't.
Oh, it is me.
Yeah, it's up to you. There goes Justin Turner. Damn it. The Freak, Jake Diekman. All right. Well, I'm going to go Tapia. Yeah, Diekman's a lefty.
I'll be damned. What was that thing you just said about lefty closers?
Lefty closers, yeah. They don't happen often. They don't stick around, I took Tapia. Tapia's my last bat. I got 2 arms left. And I'd like one of them to be able to get some saves. So that would give me 4 saves, guys.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Going with 4. Wow.
Yeah, it would. Kind of would. It was Colton Wong. And this.
Hey, if you think your other 5 pitchers are good enough,
they are pretty damn good. Well, the 4, Gallen, Barrios, Scherzer, and Sonny Gray. And if I take one more 5th one that could be really good, maybe I go with 4 saves, guys, eh?
Maybe I should think about it.
Maybe I will do it. How about that? I'll win homers and steals and saves, and I'll compete in Ks and wins and runs, and this is a champion team. That's a champion team right here. Oh no, he took Erod. Dodger Joe took Erod from me. Oh, damn it! That was going to be my last starter. Dodger Joe. You know what? I'll pivot. I'm going to pivot to a darling of the fantasy community because of the strikeout rate that he just displayed over the short season. 59 innings, 70 strikeouts. And I'm going to hope he keeps it up and doesn't suck. Zach Eflin. I finally own a share of Zach Eflin. You're on the clock.
Okie dokie. I'm going to take that Cardinal left-hander. The Korean.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
He's a little weird, but he's probably he's guaranteed a spot in the rotation. He's going to throw innings, It's what
I think so.
It's what you want in a best ball,
I'm going to take a shot on him.
Yeah, that's what you want in a best ball. A guy that you can be sure is going to give you innings or at bats, and this guy, yeah, he's a little funny. Wasn't he like we tried him as a reliever or something, and he was bad, and then he was a starter after that and pretty good.
I think it was kind of like that. Yeah, maybe.
All right, I got one more spot left. I'm going to go either with Drew Pomeranz, Giovanni Gallegos, or Mark Melancon. I think the more sure guy for saves is probably Melancon. He's got the Scarlet C, he's done it before. He's been a closer. Even though Pomeranz is the better pitcher, I can't help but feel like Melancon's going to come away with his share of saves. I just feel like he's going to. He doesn't strike a lot of guys out, but I got to call, Soria, neither does Soria. He might, walk into some saves, walk into double-digit saves. Melancon doesn't strike a lot of guys out. Might walk into double-digit saves. Boy, Tanner Houck was really good. He was really good.
And there's not much left in the starting pitching.
No, I'm happy with Eflin. I wanted Erod, but I'm happy with Eflin. Savali's out there.
It's great to be out there right now.
Andrew Haney, he never stays healthy though. He never is healthy.
Man, I might take Wainwright.
Take David Price. Take Robbie Ray or James Paxton.
I might take. What about? I may go ahead and go with Dustin May before those guys.
Yeah, he's probably gonna. He's gonna have some kind of number. Go Rich Hill. Rich Hill just signed.
And I don't know. He's due to break down again.
Robbie Ray.
Man, I think Wainwright might have one more good year in him.
If that's what you want to bank on, I ain't going to stop you. Super awesome dude. I'm probably not going to have him on any of my fantasy teams.
I don't know. He's one final stretch for the postseason. We should be competing for the postseason.
Yeah, but it's
I don't know. I'll probably take Dustin May.
Yeah, you got to be realistic. Go with the guy that throws 100 miles an hour and it moves all over the place, Buster Posey getting drafted. All right. It's you. It's your last pick.
Yeah, Dustin May.
Dustin May. And I'm going to go with Mark the Narc Melanson.
Man, I love my team. Love it. These guys might as well just give me the money right now.
All right, well, we're gonna stick around for a little bit and talk about it. It's been a long stream so far, but we might as well just – oh, man, Brandon Nimmo. I love that pick, especially in the 24th round. Brandon Nimmo, I love it. If I wouldn't –
I don't know. I guess.
He's good. He's good. I like him in points, because he walks a lot. I like him in points. But there's Cole Calhoun. He gets taken. And here's Dodger Joe with Mr. Irrelevant, the last man of the draft. Who will it be? Oh, he's milking it. He's milking it.
Yeah, he's
he knows everybody's watching. He knows everybody's watching the podcast. He knows he's center stage. I think I like my team. It'll be interesting. Both of us will click on the evaluator and see what the evaluator thinks of our teams. And
mine will probably blow it up.
Dodger Joe takes Kim, the Padre guy, second baseman. Yeah, supposed to be pretty damn good. So, let's see, good draft, all good draft, everybody. Now let's take a look real quick. Let's where's the evaluation? I'm clicking on the Fantasy Alarm evaluation first. And let's see what they say about my team at Fantasy Alarm. They want me to buy a magazine. Oh, man, they do not like me.
Where do you hit evaluate?
I hit F.
What do you do?
Down at the bottom, like under the guys and everything, there's all those blue buttons. I hit the FA evaluator. Now I'm going to hit the FP evaluator. The Fantasy Alarm evaluator does not like my team. They gave me a C+ and projected me to finish 8th out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah, they do not like me.
See what mine says here. I got a B.
Ooh. Fantasy Pros is a little kinder to me. They've got me finishing 6th overall, 5th in hitting and 5th in pitching, so middle of the road both. They've got Fantasy Pros loves Dodger Joe's pitching. They've got him number 1, and they've got him number 2 overall. They've got you number 4 overall, 3rd in hitting, and 6th in pitching. And then Dodger Joe is 7th in hitting, but 1st in pitching. They love Dodger Joe's pitching. That is interesting. That's fucking interesting.
Uh-huh.
Boy, they don't like the draft I had. So that kind of, I was thinking maybe I didn't love it that much. Maybe that kind of solidifies my thoughts in that I did not have a great draft.
Well, they like Michael Dodson all around.
Mikey Dodson, yeah. Boy, damn, yeah. It's disappointing. Yeah, Dodson, number 1 in hitting, number 2 in pitching. What are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Who is this guy? Let's look at his. He's got Rizzo at first, Altuve at second, Story at short, J-Ram at third, Correa and Brian Anderson in the middle and corner, Contreras and Varsho as catchers, an outfield of Judge, Castellanos, Laureano, McCutchen, and Whit Merrifield, Bregman and Hunter Dozier in the U spots. And then, I mean, the pitching, I guess I see it, but it's there's so much risk here. It's Kershaw, Glasnow, Kluber, Kyle Hendricks, Liam Hendricks, Kenley Jansen, Lance McCullers, Michael Pineda, and Marcus Stroman. I mean, there's good names there, but man, there's so much risk there. You know, Kershaw's guaranteed to miss time. Glass now is almost guaranteed to miss time. Kluber, you don't know what you're getting out of Kluber anymore. McCullers is coming off TJ still. Man, I don't know. They love this team. I don't know if I see it.
Yeah, I don't. They should see my team.
Not necessarily. That's not sour grapes. Let's look at your team. Book and Snake. Matt Olson, Mike Moustakas, Mondesi, and Suarez at third. I mean, just first, third, and second there. Each of those guys is pretty much going to hit 30 homers as long as they're healthy, 30-plus homers. With Suarez and Olson probably easily going for 40-plus or challenging for it.
I might be challenged in average.
Yeah, none of those guys are high average guys. Moose, not. Mondesi, definitely not. Olson, not. Molina and Grandal at catcher. Pretty decent catching battery. Muncy and Christian Walker at the middle and corner. I do like that. Walker, good all around. Muncy hits a bunch of homers. Would like him more if it was an OBP league, of course, because he walks a bunch. But, you can do a lot worse in middle infield. Your outfield, I quite like. Acuna, Ozuna, Conforto, Kepler, Mancini. I like that outfield a lot. There's a lot of pop. There's some speed. And there's some batting average. Conforto could be a 300 hitter. Ozuna's been a 300. He's not anymore, but he's been a high 200s, 300 hitter. Mancini has hit what?
Lately too.
Mancini hit 290 or whatever his last full season or something. You don't know what really you're going to get out of him, but I like him. And Acuna is Acuna, Strikes out a bunch, but steals a bunch of bases, hits a bunch of homers, scores a ton of runs. Great lineup. U spots of Nelson Cruz, the ageless wonder, Nelson Cruz, Jorge Soler, who we already said just hit 40 homers a couple years ago. Nelson Cruz hits 40 every year. So if they're both healthy, you might have 80 home runs sitting in your utility spots.
I think so.
Combined with all of the homers on the infield as well. Yeah, big time power on this team.
Yes.
Pitching, a little pitching. I don't like the pitching. I don't love it.
A little light after Bueller and
Jack. The first two, of course, are very nice. Bueller and Captain Jack. And then you got the saves guys, Diaz, Colome, Diekman, another probable saves guy. But then it's a little Frankie Montas, Sean Manaea, Kim, and Dustin May.
It's a little lacking.
Yeah,
that was the plan.
Yeah. You made up for it elsewhere for sure. But if the Dodgers mess around with Bueller, if they mess with his innings, if he only throws 150 innings, and you spend a second round pick on him. That's not what you want from your second round pick.
That's true.
But he probably still gives you 150 really good innings, great innings. But you really want more than that out of your ace. Or maybe Captain Jack's your ace, but whatever. Yeah, I don't love the pitching, but the rest of the team, after in the top two and the two saves guys, it's the four pitchers after the two saves guys that I don't love. And Kim could end up being really good. He could be a high inning, kind of just workhorse kind of guy. So, but it's the Manaea and the Montas and the Dustin May. And really the Diekman. I don't love the Diekman. I mean, maybe – well, he was really good, wasn't he? He was really good. He's 0.42 ERA and a 0.94 whip. Only 21 and a third, but still, that's really good. And Oakland seems to get these guys and turn them into like amazing closers and then trade them or whatever. Like,
I'm banking on that.
Yeah, that kind of seems to be like what they do. Let's take a quick look while we're still here. We're up over 2 hours now, but let's take a quick look at Dodger Joe, who Fantasy Alarm or Fantasy Pros really likes. Hoskins at first, who he got really late, like 19-8 or something like that. I remember. He's got Kettle Marte at second, Matt Chapman at third, Corey Seager, who I love at short, and a really nice catching battery of Real Muto and Christian Vasquez.
Yeah, nice.
So he's got a high average with some power, and actually Vasquez, I think, runs a little bit as a catcher. Yeah, he stole 4 bases. And Real Muto runs a little bit as a catcher. So he picks up – I mean, if he gets 10 steals out of his catcher spots, he's crushing the rest of the league. You know,
that's a pretty nice balance.
Yeah, nice
light
balance.
In the outfield, perhaps.
He's a little light in the outfield. The batting average, Hoskins, Chapman's not a big average guy. Javi Baez, not a big average guy. You know, yeah, the outfield's a little thin. David Peralta could be still hitting cleanup for Arizona. He very well could be. I like Canna. JD Martinez. He's got the 2 video guys. Baez and Martinez were the 2 guys that, we can't go watch video in the tunnel, so that's why we sucked. So he's rolling the dice on both of those guys. But then the pitching. DeGrom, Darvish, Castillo, Carrasco, and then some saves out of Aroldis Chapman, Nick Anderson, Taylor Rogers, and then finishes it off with Pat Corbin and Ed Rodriguez. So 3 saves guys. If you consider Taylor Rogers the saves guy, I don't know that you do because of Colome. So you're hoping that he's not. You personally are hoping that he's not. But
that's right.
That is some damn good pitching. I like Erod, but how many innings is he going to throw after not throwing at all? And, you know, he's throwing on the side or whatever, but throwing no major league innings. How many innings are they going to have him throw in what's probably going to be a lost season for the Red Sox? That's like one of the things about Erod. But the last time he played a full season, he had over 200 strikeouts. So
yeah, love
Carrasco going to the Mets. You know, and all the other guys speak for themselves. Castillo, DeGrom, Darvish. That is a nice team.
It is real good.
Take a look at me real quick. I got Goldie at first. Albies at second. They did put Tatis at short for me. That's nice of them. And then Moncada at third. So a few guys clearly I'm hoping on rebounds on. Ozzie and Moncada did not play very well last, during the short season. And the catchers are both low floor, high ceiling potential catchers, as a battery or whatever. Jeff McNeil on the middle infield for some average, for some runs, and then Sano to offset that with a low average and a bunch of homers. Outfield of Yelich, Starling Marte, Will Myers, Joey Gallo, and Raimel Tapia. So, if Will Myers, I don't think he's going to hit 288 again. He's not going to hit 280 again. He's probably not going to hit 275. But if he keeps up the power speed thing, I like Will Myers there going along with.
You got a pretty nice power speed thing going for your lineup.
Yeah, I tried, and that's kind of where these guys have me, is right in the middle of everything. I need some of these guys to go off, it looks like. The U spots, Dansby, who, man, that was such a wasted pick. I could have did so much more with that pick. I thought I needed a shortstop. That is the boner of my draft. Maybe he goes off and he's really good, but just looking at who was left, but that doesn't even matter. I would have definitely rather had Randall Grichuk in the U spot. I would have rather had Jesse Winker in the U spot. I probably would have rather had Carlos Santana over Dansby. There's a lot of guys I would have probably rather taken Mitch Haniger. Roll the dice on Mitch Haniger over Dansby. I really don't want him in the utility spot, and they put Tatis over there and made me think I didn't have a shortstop, even though Tatis is my first round pick. How do you forget you have him? But it's just one of those things. You're looking at it. You only have 60 seconds. You're looking at it. Oh, I don't have a shortstop. And then I'm counting a lot on Tapia, of course, getting everyday at bats and stealing bases and hitting 300. Pitchers of Mad Max Scherzer, Zach Gallen, Sonny Gray, Jose Barrios, Zach Eflin, and then 4 saves guys: Kimbrel, Karinchak, Soria, Melanson. I'm just hoping to cobble together some saves. I'm hoping Kimbrel doesn't suck too bad.
Pretty good starters. Really good starters.
Yeah, I can see why they put me in the middle. I have a lot of ifs on my team. Like, if all these guys go out, like if all these guys play to their best, I win. But all 24 guys are not going to play to their best. So, boy, that Dansby pick, that burns my button a little bit. What can you do? Yeah, what can you do?
Yeah, he could have a really big year.
Yeah, good lineup and everything. I like the lineup. But okay, so Dr. Joe says, I definitely have the best team, of course. So Fantasy Alarm, it looks like, projected him 9th, but Fantasy Pros has him obviously near the top. Yeah, he started 3 pitchers. He said, so Dr. Joe says, tell your dad he was winning it all on my board until he had to start taking pitchers. So he clearly doesn't like the pitchers that you took.
Right.
Boy, yeah, what an interesting, for the first Roto of the year, I had one major screw up and not realizing that I did have a shortstop. But I like getting Yelich in the 2nd and stuff. I like where I got Albies in the 4th. I do like my team. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I'm glad that Dodger Joe jumped in too. I'm glad another ABL guy jumped in. I always try, cool. Whenever I do with RTsports League, I try getting these ABL guys in, and they never bite. But Dodger Joe did. So now we got 3 of us in here. We'll get another one in, I'm sure, with some ABL guys. But yeah, pretty good draft. Not gonna do it's already been over 2 hours. We'll do a getting to know you with the Padres another time.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that's enough. It's only 7:45 here, but it feels way later than it is, just because I've been sitting here talking.
Yeah, that's hard work.
Yeah, hard work, drafting and talking so much. Yeah, it's hard work. So Joe says it wasn't that he didn't like your pitchers, it's just that you waited so late to get them, which is what I said. I said, wow, because he said I hadn't taken one since Captain Jack, and I felt like it had been a long time. And
it was the plan. I mean, I wouldn't have all these bats if I
that is true. Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to fill out the rest of the team that way. And if your guys hit, if you get 100, I mean, how many innings are you going to get out of Sean Manaea, really, do you think? If you get 100, if you get 130, maybe 100. If you get 130, 140 innings out of Manaea, you're probably happy. Frankie Montas, I don't know what you expect out of him. And Dustin May, it's like these guys, if you get X amount of innings, you're probably really happy, but it's getting to that amount of innings that's the hard part.
Yeah.
But you got to take some inherent risk in a best ball if you're going to try to win it. You have those guys in your back pocket so you can go out and fill your outfield with Acuna, Ozuna, Conforto, and Kepler, and that's the ebb and flow.
Yeah, that's the way I went. Hopefully it works out.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I don't necessarily want us to finish 1, 2, and 3 because I don't think 3rd place gets any money in these. I think it only pays 1st and 2nd. So if I could finish either 1st or 2nd, and then you and Dodger Joe can fight it out for the other one, that'd be cool with me.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. All right, yeah, good draft, Joe. Thanks for drafting. Thanks for watching the pod. I'm sure we'll do more, as the season rolls on. So we'll do get to know Padres another time. Thanks for being on the phone for 2 hours. Have you been sitting in the garage the whole time, or are you in the house?
Oh no, I'm in the house. It's like 15 below outside.
Well, that's why I was wondering. Yeah, I did. I was like, there's no way you're out in the garage, are you? Yeah.
Yeah, no way.
I took the little buddy with me. Yeah, so you got no little buddy. Which that thing's great in my garage. I'll tell you what, man, because my garage is.
Oh, that's probably just right.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's just perfect. Like it's pretty warm as it is because it's attached or whatever. But yeah, and having the little buddy on, it's just what we wanted. We played showdown games when it was 10 degrees out with our hands frozen icicles, but this is what we wanted. Yeah, this garage is a little bit better. I like the other garage. Don't get me wrong, but okay, all right. I'm going to thanks for tuning in. I'm ending the stream.